In today's video, I'm going to show you a great vegetable to grow after SHTF. A vegetable that will produce a lot of food for you to eat and will also store for a very long time without refrigeration, which will be essential during a grid down situation, and a vegetable that I think will be a lifesaver after SHTF, right after the channel intro. Welcome to this community. I'm an avid prepper and oath keeper, and I'm certified to teach firearms and the use of deadly force. If you want to learn actual prepping skills and how to protect yourself legally, then please subscribe and also click the bell icon so you won't miss whenever a video is released. This vegetable that I'm going to talk about today, I think it is an absolute must for any serious prepper to include in their garden plans for SHTF. This vegetable has really impressed me because of the amount of food that it produces and how it lasted all winter long just simply sitting on my countertops and was still good to eat 4 months after I harvested them. Again, almost a half year after I harvested them, they were still good to eat. So this vegetable I'm talking about is a winter squash, and more specifically, the buttercup squash in this case. And they're called winter squash not because they grow during the winter, but because they typically store most of the winter on your countertops without having to do anything to preserve them, which is a huge thing for us preppers. That means that we harvest them in the fall and then we're able to eat them all winter long until the spring comes and we're able to start growing more food again. What you're seeing here is my last squash, and you're seeing the handwritten tag that I put on it last year when I harvested it, which was late October, and it's now early March. But it's the last squash from my garden last year because we eat these pretty regularly, and the other ones I harvested have already been used for our dinners. But several months ago I did a quick video showing them growing in my garden, and today's video is a follow-up showing how they turned out, and to also show proof positive of what a viable food this will be for preppers. But besides the fact that they will stay good all winter long on your countertops, these buttercup winter squash taste really good, and I like how they're pretty versatile. We sometimes dice them up and use them as another vegetable in a soup, but what we usually do is dice them up and then salt and pepper them and then simply roast them as a side dish. And I also like how much food that you get with each squash. Each one is plenty for our dinner and also our lunches the next day. Obviously when it's used as a vegetable side dish and then paired with a piece of meat or something like that. And this next year, I think we're also going to try pureeing it into a soup, and we'll see how that turns out. Now the ones that I grow are Heirloom Buttercup Squash, meaning that I can save the seeds that you see in this video and grow new plants from those seeds the following year. And as you can see with the amount of seeds that each vegetable gives you, you can grow many new plants off of just one squash, meaning that you could turn one squash into dozens of new plants for the next year. And while I've been practicing saving heirloom seeds, this is something to consider, that if a person becomes proficient at saving heirloom seeds, then bartering their extra seeds after SHTF with trusted people could be a viable thing to help procure things that someone might need. Now while I've called them plants throughout this video, they're actually vines and they'll overtake your yard, as you can see in this video. So subscribers, please comment below and share with us what your go-to vegetables are that you plan to really grow after SHTF. Please tell us which vegetables they are and why you think they'll be such a great food to grow when the dark times come. And folks, I only mentioned buttercup squash in this video. Just please know there are several other types of squash out there and also several other types of winter squash too. So here's just a quick video showing me preparing it, and unfortunately I didn't videotape them actually being fully cooked and coming out of the oven. Because once they were done, the family was home and it was just time for me to put the camera stuff away and just be with my family. Now I know that some of you will find this video to be very pre-basic and for it to be common knowledge, but please remember that there are a lot of newer preppers out there that need this kind of basic information. And if you are planning to garden after SHTF, then you know that you'll absolutely have to learn how to compost so that you don't starve to death when the dark times come and your garden will actually produce food. And to see a video where I show how you can easily start composting, a link to that video should be appearing in the upper right hand corner of the screen about now. Also, while I enjoy making these videos for pennies on the hour, I am wishing to purchase better video and editing equipment that will allow me to make better quality videos for you all without actually putting me into debt to make the videos. So if you have the disposable income, please consider joining my Patreon video channel, where for just $1 a month you'll get early access to videos and also receive special prepper and naturally made gifts from time to time and other exclusive Patreon member rewards when they become available. Anyways folks, if you made it this far, hey, thank you very much for watching, and I pray that you have a good night.